Hi, my name is Ashley Eberhardt and I'm so glad that you found me. So this video contains a 2-layered pineapple upside down cake. This was a request from a customer, and to be totally honest, the footage that you saw is the very first time for me to actually make this cake. So everything was as new to me as it probably was to you whenever you watched it. So I had nerves going into this, but I knew that I could do it. So a couple of things. I've made pineapple upside down cakes before, but only the single layer kind. And so I wasn't quite sure how it would behave with 2 layers. It seems as easy as just going and doing the same layer twice and then putting one on top of the other. But there is the release, and the release is everything. So this is the moment of truth when the upside down cake is turning out of the pan. And if you've ever had like a bundt cake or anything like that totally fall apart on you, which I have, it's very nerve-wracking. So I wasn't quite sure how that was going to go. In addition, the pineapples, the rings, have a whole lot of liquid. They're stored in their own pineapple juices, and therefore it was really important to try to get as much liquid out of the pineapples as possible so that the cake would not be a soppy, soggy, gummy mess. And so I used a lot of paper towels in the making of this recipe. And also I made sure to go and to try to get liquid out of my cherries as well, because there's little cracks and crevices where liquid likes to collect with cherries. And so they can also contribute to some of that extra moisture content. So it's worth paying attention to how wet your fruit is before it goes into the pan. Another thing is that this was not the first time I had made this recipe. Actually, I tasted the spatula right after I put the layers in the oven, only to find out that I'd forgotten sugar. So I guess technically this was the second run through, but this one was definitely the most successful run through. So another thing about cakes is that patience matters. So one of the things that makes cakes kind of challenging is that they get dried out really easily. In the case of this cake, there is a lot of moisture, but there's only moisture on one side. So one of the things I did do was to make sure to let my cakes cool down just a little bit to where there wouldn't be too much condensation on the plastic wrap. And then I went and I put them in the refrigerator to get them nice and firm, because the last thing that I needed was for the cakes to completely come apart in the release, and then I would be stuck back making them for a third time and having to remember to put the sugar and things like that in it. Another thing is, in the recipe, it does call for reserved pineapple juice in the recipe, but in addition, I added a little bit of vanilla, because vanilla, just kind of like adding salt to everything, vanilla for sweet recipes enhances the flavor and just takes it up a notch. So I did go ahead and break the rules, and I added a little bit of vanilla in there. So you'll see me eyeballing the vanilla. So one of the things, again, with the turn, which was very nerve-wracking, is I wanted to make sure I didn't have to go and make this again, because it was very late at night when I recorded the video. So I went and I heated up a burner on my stove just enough to where it felt warm, and I had the hot cooktop little indicator on my stove. And then what I did is I turned the burner off, so it was still warm, and then I let my cooled pans that had been removed from the refrigerator and had been brought up to room temp just a little bit, but I let my cooled pans go and sit on the burners for no more than a couple of minutes to go ahead and re-caramelize that brown sugar that's in the juice around the fruit in order to ensure a good release. And so you'll see me going and like banging on the pans and stuff just to make sure. You can kind of feel it, but the pans that I have, they're not silicone, they're a heavy duty metal, and so there's not a lot of flexibility with them, and therefore I just wanted to make sure that I knew for certain that it was going to come out and it was going to release. And sure enough, thank goodness, the final product actually turned out to be well received and my customer really, really enjoyed it. I have included affiliate links in the description for you guys for some of the things that I use, like my spatula. I love my spatula, and some measuring spoons and other things. So if you're interested, you can go and find those elsewhere. And I would also like to thank my sous chef Lana for always cleaning up after me and making sure that whatever drops on the floor gets cleaned up immediately. She's very, very good for that. And thanks again for watching my videos. If there's anything that you can think of that you would like to see me make, because I'm all about experimenting, please, please, please send suggestions to me. Leave them in the comments, or you can find me on my socials. You can find me at sweetupperhearts.com, or you can also go over to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/sweetupperhearts. Thanks again for watching, and look forward to more videos from me.